Hey, what's up, you guys? Bloody Jacob here to bring you a quick movie review. This time we're going to be talking about the pretty well renowned horror comedy Shaun of the Dead. This one was directed by Edgar Wright, and of course starred Simon Pegg, Nick Frost, Kate Ashfield, as well as Lucy Davis, Dylan Moran, Bill Nighy, Ian Penelope Wilton. I actually just watched this one last night. I have the DVD copy here. It's one of those movies that seems odd that I haven't watched until now. It's one of my stack right here, and I just finished watching it. Trying to plug away at the stack of movies that I've got to watch, despite me being so into TV shows and everything. Excuse me, but it's definitely one of those that's kind of essential to watch, I think. A movie I still have to do a video on at some point is Zombieland, with Woody Harrelson and Jesse Eisenberg. That's one of my favorite, comedies, let alone horror comedies of all time. Shaun of the Dead, it kind of did influence it just with its, style and approach and everything. So this one did come first. And while I don't like Shaun of the Dead, quite as much as Zombieland, I still thought Shaun of the Dead was a fairly good time, and I was entertained. I was worried at first I wouldn't be as amused by some of the humor used in it, but I was surprised a lot of it did actually work. The basic story, it's pretty simple. You have Simon Pegg. He stars as this guy, of course, named Shaun. He's kind of down on his luck. He's out of sort of like a middle class, if not lower, type of job. Selling, TVs and other, different types of things like that. And he has this, sort of airhead, supposedly, or not very bright, friend Ed, who he has staying with him and his roommate. He's having sort of back and forth with his girlfriend. So he's down on his luck. He's kind of middle of the road as far as how he lives and stuff like that. So I thought it's an interesting stuff away for it. That's a way a lot of these stories kind of go, but still that's pretty good setup. And then of course randomly, the undead start rising. People start attacking each other, and thus we have him and other people trying to pull together to try and survive. So I thought this was a good time, because I didn't like it as much as Zombieland, but I can definitely see the influence this movie would have had on it, and I thought it was a good time on its own. Excuse me. It is rated R. There's a good amount of violence in it, especially with like the impalements and stuff like that, as well as some of the, like shotgun blast or something. It's not like overly violent. I actually think there could have been more of it if they had, wanted it. But it's fine as far as that goes. And there's definitely like a good, like chaotic feel to it as well. Unlike what I was worried about, like most of the humor does actually work in the movie. It's not quite as like magnetic for me as Zombieland's was, but again, I'm not trying to compare it in this video. It did work really well. I can see how Shaun had actually set a bar here. The best part of the movie, though, is definitely Simon Pegg, and his performance as Shaun. He just does really well in a really entertaining, sort of like cheesy, awkward way, delivering his lines. Which again I thought was the best part of the movie. He really helps you buy into the humor they have in the movie. And then Nick Frost, who played Ed, I thought he was fine and more and more likable as it went along. Excuse me, sorry for yawning so much, but Kate Ashfield as Liz, I actually thought she was pretty good too, and you have some some of her friends in it as well, and Bill Nighy as Philip, he's Shaun's stepfather. I mostly know Bill Nighy now, he played Victor in the Underworld movies, one of the main antagonists, so it's kind of fun to see him in this. And he has like this bad relationship with Shaun, but he actually wants the best for me. You get a brief scene when he's slowly dying in the car, midway through the movie. It's kind of funny, really, making, of course, like a dark comedy thing out of it. It's pretty good. Again, excuse me, I'm not yawning because it was a bad movie. I'm yawning because it's after 1 a.m. now, but I still want to get my thoughts out there. It's a lot of, funny things. Shaun's signature weapon is, a cricket bat, basically, or whatever you want to call it, like a paddle or something like that. So it's a lot of fun, and just the way they deal with it, and again, Simon Pegg's reactions and his acting, his performance in general, just showed and emphasized, how entertaining it could be. Even have Martin Freeman in a really brief role in this movie. And it tries to reach, some decent, serious heights with his mom being infected and everything like that. And I do like when they get to the Winchester, the bar at the end, there's a really actually pretty good, chaotic, sort of desperate feel to it between the characters, even though it's meant to be like a horror comedy type of thing. You laugh and, sort of worry with them at the same time. I thought Shaun of the Dead was a good time, actually. There's plenty of things I could say about it. I do think it could have been a little more violent, though, because there's times where you think, oh yeah, that looks really cool with, him stabbing this thing and then that much blood coming out. So there's other times where they hit like a zombie and not as much, comes to it as you think it would, with them being struck like that. But I like the way, sort of Shaun and Ed go about it, attacking their first zombies in the backyard, just sort of testing everything out. It's quite a bit of fun. And there's this subplot of, his relationship with Liz and how that's playing out and how she sees him and everything, how their relationship is, how, how much life or how much adventure they want to have in their lives and things like that. So yeah, overall I actually thought it was a good time. I'm surprised that it didn't get a sequel, actually. But I can definitely see why it's one of the standouts. Like I said, I didn't like it quite as much as Zombieland, which I still have to do a video on at some point. But I still thought it was a good time. And if I had to rate Shaun of the Dead, I'd rate it I'd rate it a solid B. I thought it was a good time. Not like the greatest thing ever, but I still think it merits some of the reputation it has among fans for sure. So I know you guys thought about Shaun of the Dead. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, subscribe. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.